distinguished colleagues, my name is Benjamin Okezie Kalu. I represent the people of Nigeria, starting from Bende Federal constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning, granted that we have passed in our order paper the issue of urgent public importance. Mr. Speaker, if you will permit me to seek the leave of this honorable House to reintroduce issues I thought would have been mentioned by members as urgent and as important. But I sat here and I listened clearly from beginning till the time you even gave an extra opportunity for people to present, and nobody presented that. Mr. Speaker, it borders on what is troubling Nigerians at the moment. Mr. Speaker, the nation is almost shut down. And I want to quote you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, if you have your legislative agenda, can you go to page 10 for your kindness, Mr. Speaker, and honorable colleagues, for being so understanding with regards to this motion. Mr. Speaker, like I was trying to say before you directed efficiently, if you go to our legislative agenda, which you, Mr. Speaker, and the chairman of the National Assembly Commission unveiled yesterday in the presence of the members, on page 10, page X, Mr. Speaker, I want to quote the mission statement of your administration, which I am gladly a part of. Nigeria faces numerous challenges across various sectors, and legislative interventions are crucial for addressing these issues and driving positive change. I quote you again, Mr. Speaker, the last lines of that paragraph. You said, the 10th House of Representatives have been called to serve at one of the most challenging times for our constituents and nation. Mr. Speaker, going down to the next paragraph, you said, critically, as the people's representatives, we recognize that Nigerians and our constituents have the right to know what issues are being addressed and what priorities their elected representatives focus on. This transparency enhances public trust and accountability. Accordingly, we have dubbed the 10th House the People's House. Mr. Speaker, this is the People's House, dubbed by you and I and all the leaders of this assembly. You went on to say that this agenda seeks to foster meaningful public engagement, emphasis on meaningful public engagement, and encourage citizens and stakeholders to participate in debates, hearings, and consultations related to the identified priorities. Mr. Speaker, on the day you were sworn into office, you said something, and this is captured on page 121 of the legislative agenda, and I quote, "This victory is not just about me. It is about all of us coming together as a united house to serve the Nigerian people diligently. It is about honoring the trust that has been placed on us and working tirelessly to deliver on our promises of good governance and effective representation." Mr. Speaker, based on all these references, made to your documented mission statement and your commitment to Nigerians on the day we emerge to lead the 10th Assembly. It will be unworthy of us to feign ignorance of what is happening in our country at the moment, to pretend as if the concerns of our constituents are not our concern. What is the concern, Mr. Speaker? Today, we were called early in the morning not to come for sitting, that the rooms were going to be locked, those that will put on light will not be there. But Mr. Speaker, on the second call, I was told that you braved it, and you said, we cannot engage our people from our various homes. We will engage them when we sit together. And I commend you, Mr. Speaker, that your decision to step into this National Assembly motivated a whole lot of us to wear our clothes and our badges as parliamentarians to come to the House. Mr. Speaker, you did not come to the House today for the fancy of it. You came because there is a burning issue in Nigeria with the NLC, who has threatened yesterday about going on a massive national strike. And you came for us to dialogue. It will be unworthy to leave this House today without looking into these issues. So, Mr. Speaker, because I want others to contribute to this debate, I want to pray that the National Labour Congress, the NLC, and all the unions in Nigeria, that they should trust us once again, that we will use diplomacy where necessary to engage as usual. They should trust us again to come together to find a lasting solution for their pain. We are not saying they are not right. We are not saying they are wrong, but we are saying we can dialogue. And as their representative, they trusted us to come on board to dialogue. Mr. Speaker, I pray that your office and that of the Senate, that you dialogue with your colleague brother, the President of the Senate, and the leadership of the Senate and that of the House to sit with this aggrieved NLC as soon as possible to enable us find a lasting solution to this, their Hydra-headed need. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.